Welcome back, guys. Today, I got a highly requested video on how to defeat Tobi. So, Tobi is a gun. Tobi is one of the most OP bosses you could go up against in, these elite and boss dungeons. I've even had, problems with him on just the main dungeons, the easy ones. But I have more footage, guys, of me losing to Tobi than I do of me beating him. It took me a long time to figure out, a strategy of what the hell do you do to get around that reflection. Because that reflection is what kills you every time, you know. So I took hundreds and hundreds of tries and of different approaches on how to beat them, all with different characters at that, until I finally came up with something. It wasn't just me, it was a couple other people that threw suggestions out here and there, But what it starts with, you have to know Tobi as a character and his abilities. His normal attack don't really do much, he just punches. This attack right here is where you keep dying at. The senpai here I come, he carelessly gets tripped and falls on the ground, dealing damage. Also gains 100% damage reflection for 4 seconds. Also gains a shield that neutralizes damage equal to 10% for 4 seconds. So for 4 seconds after he falls down, he trips and falls, he has reflection, 100% damage reflection. This is the time frame where you're going to want to do ring around the rosy. You run around the outside of the map. You don't attack him. You want to make sure that he's running around following you instead of your partners, because that route, your partners aren't hitting him and getting the damage reflection. So, that's where it really comes down to is that second move. His ultimate move don't really do much, and his passive skill also, every 22 seconds he can stun a target. So if you attack him, you could get stuck there for 2 seconds, and there's nothing you could do if he's doing the damage reflection right there, to avoid it if you're stunned. But the main thing it comes down to is every 8 seconds, he's going to fall down and he's going to do the 100% damage reflection. And you want to spend that 4 seconds of damage reflection running around, making sure you're doing the least amount of damage possible to Tobi. And when you're running around, 9 times out of 10, Tobi goes for the hero. He doesn't go after the partners. So when you're running around like that, Tobi's going to chase you around. 2 good things happen when that happens. One, it pushes back when he does his reflection. If you run around long enough, guys, you could get him to skip his reflection until his next ultimate is up. If that bar runs out while you're running around in the circle, he'll skip right through the reflection. He'll do his ultimate move, and he'll keep it pushing from there. Right after his ultimate move, he'll go ahead and do it again. But if you're fast enough, you could get him with Pain or Itachi, hit him with the stun again, the petrify where he's not moving. But there is no stopping that move. You could delay it for a little bit, and you can minimize the amount of damage you're going to take while he's doing that. But for the most part, it all comes down to, doing the least amount of damage while he's reflecting. You see, as soon as it starts reflecting, I'm running around. I'm not hitting him. I count 4 seconds. As soon as that 4 seconds is up, I hit him with everything I got, every move I got, and then I start running around again because he'll chase you. Like I said, he'll chase you and try to do that trip and fall to activate his damage reflection again. But like I said, as long as you're not attacking him during this 4-second time frame, you could minimize the amount of damage you take. But I did link 3 different versions of this in my video here together. The first time I beat him was with Sakura, strength of 100. That was a 1-star attempt at the end of this video. Then it was Sasano Sasuke, gave me a 2-star. And then I did like another boss dungeon with 6 Pass Naruto, which gave me the 3-star attempt. But usually every time I go against Tobi, my first time is either a 2 or a 1-star attempt. It's never perfect. I have to go back around and redo the dungeon, because Tobi's a gun, even for me, at, 45 mil power, 44 mil power. But most of these dungeons, they're about double if not triple the recommended power of what I am. So they're gonna be hard. They're gonna be difficult. You're not supposed to do this, until you're well deep into the game. That's why they created like that. That's why they're doing all these events for these S rank heroes, because not a lot of people are gonna get them free to play before the event comes out. So the developers are basically betting on that. Not a lot of us are gonna get that. The people that are getting it or already have six pass, or they have an advantage in the game due to the way that it's set up. Which nothing could be done about that. You can't help. The game was made to be a pay to win game. So the people participate in these events and recharging. They have a little bit of an advantage against the person who's not putting money into the game. But this tactic could be done with anybody. The strategy here, you don't need one of these S rank partners, one of these S rank heroes. As you see here, it's not really about the amount of damage you put out, but controlling that damage to where you're only doing it at certain times. That's the whole trick to Tobi. The only thing he really does is the reflection. Him by himself, his moves don't really do much damage. But as soon as he does reflection, you got 5 people attacking him all at the same time. And he's putting out that same amount of damage that he's getting. He's putting out that much damage. So you end up killing yourself more than anything in these situations. I'll fall back here and let you guys watch these other 2 attempts here. I don't have much more to say about, the strategy on it. Like I said, the main thing I can't stress enough is, you watch that charge down bar, that blue bar right under his health, halfway through it. And right after he does his ultimate move, he's going to do the reflection. He tries to get it off twice between each ultimate move. And sometimes you can delay it to only get 1 off per move. If you run around enough to where he's chasing you, he'll wait long enough for his bar to run down, and he'll do his ultimate instead. But the main thing is, like I said, run around. As soon as he's doing that reflection, you don't attack. As soon as that 4-second window is up and he stops reflecting that damage, you want to hit him with everything you got. If you have a couple different heroes or a couple different partners with the petrify effect, you kind of want to stagger them. If they have a 2-second time frame with all of them, I would hit them with one, wait 2 seconds, hit them with another one, and that way, you can minimize his reflect to only once per ultimate. So, like I said, there's the ring around the rosy, running around in the circle method, where he's just chasing you, and he chases you long enough to where it's his ultimate move. Or there's the other route where you have enough partners and heroes with the paralyze effect to where, he's stuck there long enough to where his bar runs out. But that's really all I got as far as, my strategy on Tobi. I hope that it is helpful to some of you. I hope it helps you get past the point you're stuck at. Because like I said, I myself get stuck on Tobi, and sometimes even a lower power Tobi than me. But moving forward, if there's anything else you guys like to see, leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And thanks again for watching, guys. I have a lot of content coming up. It's just finding the time to do the voiceovers. But like I said, stay tuned for a lot more content.